Hello, look at me. I'm feeling happy, beautiful, healthy and strong. I live with HIV for 23 years. This is my story in 6 minutes. After a relationship of 2 years, my boyfriend came home and told me that he was tested HIV positive and that I should go to the doctor too. On August 17, 1988, I was diagnosed HIV positive. The doctor told me that there was nothing he could do for me because there was no medication. He also told me that I would die in 3 to 6 years and I couldn't have any babies. I was 23 years old at that time. I can't remember much about the first days after the diagnosis. I think I put that away. What I do remember is that I didn't want to go and sit in a corner and cry or feel pity, because that would be a waste of time. I wanted to live life, not thinking about dying. We decided not to tell anybody because we wanted to wait till we really got sick, not even our parents, because we didn't want them to worry about us. So we lived and enjoyed our lives, not thinking about the future. We even bought an old house, assuming that we never have to pay the mortgage in full. The kitchen was almost collapsing, but we thought it would survive us. And we spent all our money. We didn't talk about it, because we thought, when you don't talk about it, it isn't there. After 3 years, we separated. My boyfriend left, and I stayed in that old house. After a while, I started dating again, and it was nice as long as we held hands. But when we want more, HIV always popped up, and it still does. I feel it as a responsibility to tell them about me having HIV before we have sex. They all felt sorry for me, but they didn't want me, and so they rejected me every time. Oh yes, they liked me. But what's a house full of best friends and not getting any sex? I respected their choices, but it hurt. That hurted more than knowing that I would die. So slowly I built this wall around me so no one could touch me and hurt me anymore. My friends and parents asked me all about the strange choices I made. Why don't you save some money for the future? Why don't you have a boyfriend? Why this? Why that? I got sick of all the excuses and lies to the people I loved. I wanted to shout it out. I'm having HIV, that's why. In spring 1994, about 6 years after the diagnosis, I started talking about my HIV. And all reactions were heartwarming. For the first time in all these years, I felt like the real me again. And I never get any negative reactions, like people don't like me, or don't want to hug me, or share my cup of tea. In October 1997, I started taking medication. It was not easy, taking 21 pills spread over 4 moments a day at exactly the right time. I was lucky. I didn't get any side effects because it was heavy stuff in the beginning. But after 2 years, the doctor told me that I could grow old. Then I had a new problem. I had to think about the future. I had to make sure my retirement is taken care of. Do I have to buy anti-wrinkle cream? And what about my kitchen? It will collapse before I die. I had to learn to give my life that new impulse. But it worked out. I started dating again. And I felt stronger. If men didn't want me, it's bad luck for them because they miss this gorgeous woman. But through the years, I met men that did want to have me. And I can assure you, you can do really nice things, even having safe sex. And I'm happy to say now that I have experience. In the meanwhile, I rebuilt my kitchen. I got wrinkles, and I'm proud of them. That 21 pills are now 3 pills a day. So that's why I feel happy, beautiful, healthy, and strong. With this TED Talk, I also have a message. Don't judge about people with HIV. They don't suffer from the disease, but more from the reactions that some still give them. I think we have nothing to be ashamed of. Stop the taboo around HIV. I hope that people with HIV feel encouraged about my story. Today, it's the 1st of December. It's World AIDS Day. I want to dedicate this TED Talk to all the people all over the world living with HIV or AIDS, because they are my heroes. Let's remain the last seconds of my talk in silence to think about all of them. Thank you. Yes!